So real quick, this is probably a video I'm just going to mumble about a lot of things of my opinions of what's going on, but to cut to the chase, Pokken will not be in any future supported play Pokemon events in the future. 2022 is the final season for Pokkén Tournament DX to have its World Championships. Pokemon knows its fans love the game, and they even, of course, acknowledge the unwavering support, and it's great. They've done a lot for us, but everything wasn't perfect, and I think a lot of the time they were kind of shooting themselves in the foot. The reason being is that after 2018, with that big championships that I was in, lots of people watching it, lots of people seeing Pokken for the first time, enjoying it, they finally got to see how great it was, of course, because it's a great game, smile. But in 2019, they decided to switch it up a bit and test the waters for the team battle mode they had. Team battle mode is pretty fun, but it's not the main way to play this game, and people gave those concerns. Behold 2020, and it was brought back once again despite the community's dislike for the format. And I think it was fine to try out a year with it, like test the new waters. Like, of course, it's not the main way of playing the game, but it could be cool. But the funny part is the community kind of figured out what the format's best strategies are really quickly. Like, Pokken is still evolving as a game to this day, but 3v3 was cracked open like almost instantly. And I'm not going to complain about team battle because that's a whole another issue. But it, in summary, kind of shot themselves in the foot because they knew that people didn't like this, and they continued it. And it's still great that we had another season. I will admit to that. It's fantastic that we still had another season. I just wish that we had a little more communication as community members to the developers, so other people behind the scenes. We just didn't have that. And for Pokken in particular, it's never really been a super close connection besides these World Championships and us getting a DX port on the Switch and the DLC. That's pretty much been it. After 2018, we have not had any dev support besides these tournaments. So when it comes to the future of Pokken, you must think, well, we've already been doing this by ourselves as a community with these grassroots tournaments and other very, very big events by ourselves for so long. We have all these other events such as Winter Brawl, Destiny, and it's only 2 less events per region. One region's going to get their own internationals, and then they're going to have worlds if they qualify. We can still do lots for this game, and it's incredible that we're still alive to this day despite 4 years ago dev support going away. It's still just unfortunate because this game could have popped off more, and there's still people to this day who don't even know that this game exists. There's people in Twitch chats, which have become a meme at this point from past Play Pokemon events, asking if this thing is on PS4 or PC. And everyone has to tell them every time that it's on only Nintendo Switch. And it's kind of crazy considering Pokemon is the most profitable media franchise in the world. They could have definitely given this game a lot of life. And it's still a shame because I do appreciate what they've done. I would not have gotten this far. I would not have been a world champion if I was not a fan of the series and this game in particular, and did not want to go to their Pokemon events. I want to go to these events because that's where my friends are. That's where the community is. It's the only chance I really get to see my VGC friends when I used to do that, fun fact. But now that this is happening, I'm only really going to be able to see them at internets and worlds, and that's going to be it. There's probably other people who love playing multiple games like TCG or VGC at the same time and does either depending on what they're feeling like that day, or just realizes, oh, they're probably doing better this season for VGC, so that they stick with that. It's unfortunate because you're splitting the communities, whether they think so or not. Pokken as a community isn't just the Pokken people, as I said, at least for me personally. And while the Pokemon Company will say Pokken is powerful, it just doesn't feel right, and it's hard to come up with words of how sad I am, but also how grateful I am. But feel like we could have had much, much more. I'm looking forward to the future of Pokken and seeing how we can handle without the Play Pokemon events, because I think we could do a lot better. I know some community members have been saying they're going to do events next year to kind of replace our spot in the World Championships. I think that's great. I think it's wonderful. I love the community so much and how much support. And this news, ironically, is kind of gonna get the game to pop off a little more, I feel, because now everyone's like woken up. We haven't had Pokken news in forever that isn't these tournaments, and while this is still technically part of that tournament's setting, for these Play Pokemon events, this is way different than what you expect. We're getting cut off, so you know everyone's going to come together in the Pokemon community to try to get attention and other stuff and love this game for the rest of time. We as a community can make this game stay alive, and while many folks will say that this game is dead, this game will never be dead. The only time Pokkén DX for the Nintendo Switch system will be dead is when a Pokken 2 will come out. I made a video talking about that, and I do not remember what I mentioned in that video about if we were cut from a World Championships. I think we'll stay strong, and I think the possibility of a sequel is still likely, and you could even think of this if you're really hoping a lot, inhaling all of that hopium into your lungs, that they are going to announce a Pokken 2 at the World Championships this year. Lots of love has been poured into this game from all the community members and players. I think this year we're going to be seeing some really kick-ass Pokken. I know at least my friend group, we are training up to do the 3v3 format, and we want to make it a spectacle in case it was Pokken's last year, and wouldn't you know, Pokken's last year is right now. So we really want to make it big, and I just want everyone to know that, because this game is great, and I think the best thing that could happen for a grand finale is for the entire community to come together and support it for these events. It might be sad. Some people might have some lingering animosity towards the Pokemon Company for doing this decision and keeping stuff like Pokemon Unite or even Pokemon Go. I know that latter one is one people are really questioning when you consider that they're dropping Pokken. It's whatever. Pokemon Go's big. It's whatever. I'm not mad about that. I think they could have had Pokken, but I think at this point they just decide to drop it, and they're trying to make it a big last thing for the game. And I think we as a community should quote unquote help them out, but also help ourselves out and try to get our voices out to everyone out there that this game is still alive and it's still great, and we still have events that aren't just relying on Play Pokemon events to carry us and get our names out. I know this YouTube channel has been helping out a lot of people figure out Pokken. I've been getting comments, especially recently, about this game is still alive. There's a content creator who's making Pokken content. I love that. I love that people are knowing this game and that people love this game but just didn't know where the right places were. I think that's what we need to do, is show them a right place where Pokken is alive, which is a very active community. We have a Discord. It's always in the description of every single one of my videos. If you guys did not know, if you wanted to go in there, I don't really mention it too much, but we do have it. So this game I mentioned just means so much to me, and we just want to make it big. I've repeated that multiple times. We want to make this finale big, and I don't know how to really end this video except for Pokken is powerful. The community is powerful. We will stay powerful. We won't die. We will not shrivel up. Long live the days of the Pokemon fighting game that changed several people's lives, mine included. Love y'all. Please do support this game and the future of the community and tournaments. See you guys next time for more Pokken content. Jukem is out.